Brett, we're back with the details this week and going to talk over some Andy Reid magic in the red zone, 4th and goal from the 2. Chiefs really needed this, and they get Travis Kelce wide open.
Very wide open for that part of the field. Spaces of the premium down there with the back line being the extra defender and getting somebody that wide open is pretty rare.
Yeah, it is rare, but it's also kind of what the Chiefs do. And you talk about kind of the Rolodex or the catalog that they have. Let's talk about this one, a concept called arches. So a little bit of the McDonald's arches here. What do we got going on with the Chiefs? How do they get Travis Kelce so wide open on this play?
So they're going to motion here. They're in 12 personnel. They're going to motion to a bunch set, give Mahomes a little bit of an indicator, information of possible coverage tell. And then from this 12 personnel bunch set, they're going to run Justin Ross is going to run vertical, and he's going to take the corner and the safety with him. He's going to run a corner route, basically. And then Noah Gray is going to run a shallow cross. And his action, as well as the action of the running back, who's in the protection scheme here, he's not free releasing, is going to pull that linebacker way over. And then what Kelce's going to do is threaten the flat here. It says nickel is going to be responsible for covering the flat. So he's going to threaten the flat to get him to expand, and he's going to work back into that space that is cleared from both the back coming across the face of the quarterback and the shallow route right there, as we'll see.
Yeah, and so this is one of those good versatile plays. I know you talked to me about, Brett, that down here, this is a man beater potentially for the Chiefs with DeAndre Hopkins. So if the Chiefs see man, and again, you get that pre-snap read with the motion. If Mahomes sees that, potentially you can go somewhere else with it. But this one's really good to go against some zone coverages and also some man match coverages because, for one, we see there's some confusion to start. We got some Denver Broncos kind of pointing at each other, looking who got who, that sort of thing. But if there is some of this man match, like the first guy that goes out, you've got him. First guy that goes in, you got him. Bringing 2 guys for the Chiefs back to the inside here, that is going to open up some space, and that's how Travis Kelce gets his space in the middle there.
Yeah, no, absolutely. It causes problems for really all different coverages, and as you talked, through the different rules of defenders, it's hard telling what their bunch check is in this particular. I know teams carry a toolbox of bunch checks, and they have different ones that they play in certain situations, but. Yeah, that nickel, he knows I got to get out that flat. Here it comes, and then obviously Kelce slips back inside of that space.
Yeah, kind of interesting to hear Patrick Mahomes say it. He said that Travis Kelce read it right. So this is obviously a concept that a lot of football teams use, but potentially with the Chiefs, we know how Kelce and Mahomes work. If he sees this corner way inside, maybe Kelce's got the opportunity to go back out. I don't know. But Mahomes said this was his first read. He said that Travis Kelce read it right. And again, when we talk about leverage, Brett, this is the leverage you want. This guy's on the outside.
That's everything you want. Yeah.
That's everything you want there. We also got to mention here, by the way, this defender seems to be kind of reading the backfield like you talked about, reading the running back. So not only does he get pulled out potentially by a guy coming across the middle, but he also leaves Noah Gray wide open here too. So the Chiefs actually had 2 wide open guys on this play right there at the goal line.
Mm-hmm. Yep, he had his pick of either one of those guys there.
Not only that, we've seen this other times before, Brett. You pulled this one out from last year, Chiefs Packers. So very similar. You got Sky Moore coming across. You've got Noah Gray going here. And again, the Chiefs getting somebody wide open right here on the goal line, another Chiefs touchdown.
Yeah, I remember this one specifically because I put it in the red zone concepts book that I wrote last year. And just, yeah, whenever you get a guy like this wide open, you're really, really stressing the defense. But similar formation. You have a bunch look out of 12 personnel. Sky Moore is going to run the route that Noah Gray ran yesterday. Gray is now going to run Kelce's route where he's going to threaten the flat and work back inside. And then they're going to free release the back here on a wide route, which even threatens it even more and opens up that area, right in between the numbers and the hash where they throw here. But again, good design and pulling from that Rolodex of low red zone concepts to get a touchdown.
Yeah, you talked about this. Even it's kind of more intended, kind of what you want is this defender right here gets pulled this direction, exactly what you want from Sky Moore, and then Here comes no great right behind, finds that huge opening in the space, and the Chiefs scheming it up exactly how they want it.
Exactly. Yep. That's how you draw it up right there.
And this is also, let's go back to Super Bowl 54. The Chiefs are not the only ones to run this play. Actually, the 49ers, they're going to get themselves a guy wide open with this very similar play going against the Kansas City Chiefs.
Yeah. So here it is. This is the arches is the Shanahan term for this. I don't know if it's his terminology, his dad's terminology, or somebody else, but this is exactly what they get here. And for whatever reason, Garoppolo decides not to throw the ball. Glad he didn't, because it's going to change the game if he does. But yeah, another example of this concept winning in that area when it needs to.
Look at this. Whoop! There's your space. Yep. And this is sort of the reputation Jimmy Garoppolo has gotten in the Super Bowl, or he did against the Chiefs, maybe for good reason here, because this is a 3rd and 5 throw he has to make. Instead, he holds onto the football, and it turned the course of the game for the Chiefs.
Yes, it did.
Well, tell me, Brett, to wrap this thing up, this arches play again. What do the Chiefs do so well here? And again, what can Andy Reid go to? I know he said here on the Monday press conference that they had a little bit more they could go to in the red zone. That's what made him comfortable to go to this on 4th down. What about this play is so effective, and what made it effective here coming up against the Broncos?
Well, I think number one, and you've mentioned this, is it's good versus all. You're going to have answers if you're getting, cover 0 manned up. If you're getting some sort of softer zone, man match, it's good versus everything. And it really stresses, it forces the defense to communicate right here out of the bunch setting with the motion and all that, but it really stresses the underneath defenders there, and particularly that flat defender who knows I can't get beat to the front pylon. I can't get beat to the front pylon for an easy throw there. So he's, of course, hard outside leverage, and they use that outside leverage against him to work back inside for an easy touchdown.
He slips, he falls, and that was it for Travis Kelce. So the Chiefs scheme up an open touchdown, and again, taking advantage of the plays they do have, running them really well, and having the quarterback to find the right guy on the route. That's Chiefs football, and that's how they got the touchdown against the Broncos.